Watch out, watch out. Stop moving! Stop moving! Watch left, watch left! Suspect down, suspect down!
Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? My wife's back. He's shooting in the classroom. He got me, right?
What did he say?
I wasn't raised by the right people.
Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of violence. I don't know if in that
5345 area, the front doors of the main building are all locked. I'm walking around the outside.
Are you serious?
I don't know why.
Don't say another word.
While schools are traditionally viewed as havens for innocent children to learn and flourish without fear, what if those same kids become shooters, turning the place meant for education into a nightmare of violence? Here are 3 times when school shooters get caught.
Push the LPV up. Push the LPV up. Reloading. Watch out, watch out. Stop moving! Get your hand away from the gun! Watch left, get your hand away from the gun! Get secondaries for line security! Hey, hold the air!
On March 27, 2023, a scary scene unfolded at the Covenant School in Green Hills, Nashville. It was Monday morning when officers received a suspicious call from a former student, Averiana Patton, after she received suspicious messages from one of her friends, Audrey Hale, on Instagram and requested officers to go and check on her.
Just got an update. It's going to be first floor, main lobby of I'm making entry on the front side. I got civilian access to your area.
Kids are all locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
My windows, they're upstairs.
Immediately after that, officers received another call from a Covenant school teacher scared because a 28-year-old transgender individual named Audrey Hale was shooting inside the school with a gun. The 911 operator also received many calls about this incident, and they had already realized the seriousness of the situation and dispatched their rescue team to the school. The operator instructed everyone to stay quiet and wait for the officers to arrive.
I'm so sorry. I've been on hold for so long. I was calling. I received a very, very weird message from a friend on Instagram. I think it's like a suicidal thing. I called the suicide hotline, and they told me to call the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department told me to call you guys. So I'm just trying to see, can anybody, I just don't want it on my conscience, if somebody can go check on her.
Give me 3! Let's get 3!
All the way down this hall, this is fellowship hall. The end of this hall is fellowship hall. They just said they heard gunshots down there, and then upstairs are a bunch of kids.
Let's go!
The little child asked her teacher, "Can we go home?" Just made me sick. However, immediately after responding to the call, officers swiftly arrived at the scene to rescue the school staff and little children. They acted promptly to ensure everyone's safety.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
33 Burton Hills Boulevard.
One moment for me, okay? 33 Burton. Sorry, can't get my words out, but I got you. Burton Hills Boulevard.
Metro Police!
After reaching there, they found a school teacher waiting outside the school for them. During the conversation, when Officer Rex Engelbert said, "Okay, yes ma'am," as he calmly slung his rifle and prepared to put himself in front of death to save innocent lives that he doesn't even know. After that, she shared all the necessary information needed.
Kids are all locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Open door! On me! I don't know where he is. Metro Police!
As the officers arrived at the school, they learned that 3 9-year-old innocent children and 3 adults had already become victims of Audrey Hale's fatal shooting. Feeling the urgency of the situation, without wasting a second, officers rushed into the school, searching every classroom and hallway desperately in an attempt to find her.
Let's go! Door! With me! Hold the door!
Despite their efforts, she managed to evade capture. But they continued to search tirelessly, refusing to give up until they found any clue that could lead them to capturing her.
Rifle first. Rifle first. Blue, go. Go, 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 go. Go. Move. Move. I'm with you. Go left.
While the officers were searching all over the school for Audrey Hale, they heard some explosions of gunfire from upstairs, from the second floor. But what happened next made this case more complex for the officers. When officers reached the second floor and began searching for Hale, they found a little girl lying there lifeless in the hallway. Some believe that this girl was the one who first pulled the fire alarm to warn everyone, but there is no official statement from the police regarding this. Sadly, she was killed by the shooter, and we hope she finds peace.
Right, right. Push an LPVO. Push an LPVO. Go right. Move! Move! Watch out, watch out. Move. Stop moving! Stop moving! Watch left! Watch left! Suspect down! Suspect down!
However, officers continued their search and found Hale in the lobby area. Instead of surrendering, she chose to open fire at them, a common mistake made by many criminals when confronted by the police.
Move! Move! Watch out, watch out. Move. Stop moving! Stop moving!
To no one's surprise, the officers responded in kind. Officer Rex Engelbert discharged 4 shots, followed by Officer Michael Colasso, who also fired 4 shots at Hale. According to reports, the bullets from the officers struck Hale in the head and torso, instantly resulting in ending his life. My deepest respect goes to these 5 officers who swiftly took down the active shooter within just 3 minutes of entering the school. They bravely confronted the danger, fully aware that innocent lives were in jeopardy, and selflessly put themselves at risk to safeguard others. Rest in peace to the 6 victims who tragically lost their lives. If you think this is how fast all the officers respond to an active shooter, you might haven't heard about the case where almost 400 officers arrived at the scene and took almost 77 minutes to confront the shooter. But first, please show some love by liking this video. Our second case unfolds in Uvalde, Texas at Robb Elementary School. On a fateful Tuesday morning of May 24th, 2022, the tranquility of the day was shattered when 2 teachers, overwhelmed with panic, dialed 911.
Uvalde County 911. There's somebody banging at my school at the rear parking lot of the football and street near the funeral home and the bike. He's inside the school shooting at the kids!
Their voices trembled with fear when they explained the horrifying event happening in school corridors. An 18-year-old former student, Salvador Ramos, had brazenly entered the school armed with an AR-15 style rifle and started firing shots at innocent students and teachers. If that kid had peeked over the wall just a few seconds earlier, he would have been dead. It's horrifying to think about. He's incredibly lucky, but not everyone shares his fortune. The screams of those innocent children after the first shot, it's heart-wrenching. We can't even begin to comprehend what they must have endured that day. After 3 minutes since the first shot was fired, the officers finally arrived at the scene. They quickly ran towards classrooms 111 and 12, where the shooter was firing, trying to regain control of the situation. However, what occurred next was not expected at all.
Okay. Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? I think I got me. My wife's back.
When the officers were trying to enter the classroom, the shooter began firing at them. They had to quickly rush towards the hallway amidst the chaos. In the midst of all this, one officer was continuously checking his phone. It was later revealed that he had received a message from his wife, who was inside one of the classrooms with the shooter. Unfortunately, this was the first and last attempt they made to enter that classroom. The officer, who had been checking his phone repeatedly, attempted to enter the classroom when he received another message from his wife, informing him that she had been shot. Despite this distressing news, he still lacked the courage to go and save her. Think about it, if someone lacks the courage to save his own family, how can they be expected to rescue someone else's children? We don't understand how people like him get this job when they're so timid.
Victims in the room with us. A child on the phone, multiple victims. A child just called that they have victims in there. Call 911.
After waiting around 38 minutes, they received multiple calls from a 10-year-old girl named Chloe Torres. She said she was stuck in classroom 112 amidst many dead bodies with her teacher shot. Despite her pleas, there was literally no response from the officers to save her.
Hey, what was that? Listen, can we look at your... That's those keys. It's just here. Nowhere else? You good?
Chloe again called 911, desperately asking for help, mentioning that she could hear the officers. However, when the 911 operator advised Chloe to keep everyone quiet, she confidently responded that she was already doing so and knew how to handle the situation because her father had taught her. This display of bravery was both awe-inspiring and terrifying at the same time. But the police chief tried to do something unimaginable that shocked everyone.
There's kids. I got a knife. You can open it with a knife. Yeah, he was here when they shot him.
After that, almost 400 officers from around 8 American agencies arrived at the school with all safety tools such as shields, armor, etc. Then, our brave police chief thought, why not negotiate with an active shooter? The chief said, please stop shooting. But the question is, if the shooter intended to stop, why did he bring a rifle to the school and fire over 50 shots? We don't understand why the chief is trying to negotiate with the shooter when he has all the resources to go in and apprehend him.
Don't worry. Where is he? Come on, open the door so we can get out.
Quality, open. Come on, guys.
It's Lieutenant Javier Martinez of Valley PD.
Do we have a master key?
However, they finally found and killed the shooter in classroom 111 after wasting 77 minutes had passed since the gunman entered the school. It's safe to say that the 10-year-old girl was more brave than these 400 officers who gave at least 12 orders to hold back and not enter the classrooms.
They find and kill the shooter in room 111 after 77 minutes had passed since the gunman entered the school. officers gave at least 12 orders to hold back and not enter the classrooms.
In this mass shooting, 19 innocent students and 2 teachers lost their lives, while approximately 18 students and teachers were injured. Additionally, during an interview, the shooter's mother said something terribly shocking that stunned everyone.
No tengo palabras. Y no tengo palabras para decir porque no sé lo que estaba pensando. Él tenía sus razones para hacer lo que hizo. Y por favor no lo juzgan. Yo nomás quiero a los niños inocentes que se murieron. Perdóname.
¿Qué les dices a los familiares de ellos? Perdóname, mi hijo. Yo sé, él tenía sus razones.
Are both son and mother mentally disturbed, or what? Instead of offering apologies to the victims' families, she made excuses for her son and requested forgiveness for herself. Nowhere in her words did she accept responsibility, show accountability, or express remorse. In fact, there wasn't even a single genuine tear shed.
Outside the governor's mansion in Austin, Texas, families of those killed at Rob leave an altar for Dia de los Muertos.
Understand that for some reason, to some people, to people with money, to people who fund political campaigns, the guns are more important than children.
At last, there's nothing we can do but just pray for these innocent children and teachers to get peace in another world. If you think the school shooting is always that violent, but that's not the case every time.
Our third case unfolds in Ocala, Florida, within the halls of Forest High School. It was a fateful day on April 20th, 2018, when school grounds were shattered by a former 19-year-old student, Sky Bush. He was driving a gray 2006 Nissan SUV, carrying something dangerous hidden in a guitar case, a big 17.5-inch shotgun. Then Bush made his way inside the male bathroom on the second floor of Building 1, where he suited up in a vest and gloves, then fired a shot through a 212 classroom door. Everyone was scared. Officer Deputy Jim Long and school staff rushed to see what happened, but there was more to this frightening situation.
I didn't catch all that.
Right here. Hold on. Secure. What the hell is that?
Who was that?
996.
When Officer Jim and the school staff reached the classroom, they were met with a shocking sight. A 17-year-old student lying amidst the chairs screaming hard, clutching his injured ankle. Upon review, it was discovered that the shot fired by the shooter had wounded him in the lower foot area. Then the officer began searching all over the school to find the shooter.
996, and I think it was a signal 35. If you could send me signal 55, C hallway. Hey, lock this school down. Where's the, who was it? What happened? What happened?
Primary responder.
996, and I have a shotgun in the hallway laying on the ground. Did we lock the school down? Lock the school down now.
As Officer Jim meticulously searched through each classroom, he passed a chilling quote etched on the wall. "It's a great day to save lives," while the officer was hunting down an active shooter, which gives it a dark underlying meaning. But Officer Jim remained determined, continuing his search for the shooter.
Somebody said McManus has the kid. Huh? McManus has the kid. Where?
We are on unit 6, L2 and 1033 Dawson.
Hey, you stay right there. Open the door. Ain't nobody in there.
11 degree 26 81.
10-4.
Building 11 is clear. That's where I was.
X-ray 996 on channel 2.
Down on the ground.
Officer Jim finally found the shooter in classroom D229, where he had already dropped the gun and surrendered to one of his former teachers, Kelly McManus. Upon locating him, officers promptly handcuffed the shooter, with the teacher confirming his identity. Following this, Officer Jim ordered the students and school staff to evacuate the classroom. Moments later, a second officer arrived to secure the scene.
Down on the ground. What the hell? Put your hands behind your back. Everyone out. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Who is he?
I'm trying to reach the hallway. I have no idea.
He shot through the door,
996.
but he doesn't know which one.
996 Burn. I have one in custody. They're saying he's a shooter. Did anyone see him?
No, he was outside. He came down.
Do you go to this school?
I used to, sir.
What the?
Mendoza, sir.
Alright, go. Out. Everyone out. Hey, keep them right there. 996 Burn. I got one in custody. He's saying he's the shooter.
Where is the hallway to the school?
D hallway upstairs room. What room are we in? D229. The signal 0 is still in the hallway.
Room D.
As soon as the second officer arrived, he was sent to retrieve the gun and other belongings of the shooter. Shortly after, Officer Jim attempted to start the interrogation to gather information, but the shooter's response was shocking. He claimed he wasn't raised by the right people. This statement left the cop in total disbelief. How could someone justify such violent actions by blaming their upbringing? The situation grew even more perplexing and alarming for Officer Jim.
If someone... Hold on just one. Go secure the gun for now.
Where's that?
It's in the hallway.
Restroom.
Secure. There's another one in the restroom?
I said the gun's in front of me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir.
What did you say?
I wasn't raised by the right people.
Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of violence. I don't know. In
53 to 45 area, the front doors of the main building are all locked. I'm walking around the outside.
Are you serious?
I don't know why.
Don't say another word. Don't say another word. Do you have anything else on you?
No, sir.
Do you have any other weapons on this campus?
No,
Do you
sir.
have any other explosives on this campus?
Sir, I put all my stuff on the table behind you, sir. Shelves and like,
Later, the shooter was identified as Sky Bush. When the officer asked Sky for his ID, he mentioned it was in his car and then disclosed details about his vehicle. Without delay, officers escorted him to Marion County Jail. However, what he revealed next shocked everyone.
What is your name?
Sky Boucher.
Sky Boucher, and you used to go to school here?
SKY Boucher. I used to go here.
What do you have to say to people who are out there who are scared because of what you did today?
I don't know if it's gonna make it any better. I could say sorry all I want, but it doesn't matter now.
Do you feel sorry? Do you feel remorseful?
Yeah. That's why I put down the gun. I could have kept going. There was no officers there to stop me. I put it down because there was a girl there. She didn't run from me. She just, I shot through the door. I could have shot her, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. So I just shot through the door. She was walking and crying and walking away, and that just made me just throw down the gun instead of bumping it. Instead of shooting more doors, I stopped. And I gave myself to a teacher.
Now that this has ended the way that it did, what do you have to say to the 17-year-old who was hurt?
I didn't see him, but
so that was unintentional. What happened there?
It was just through the door, but I heard someone screaming like they were hurt because I never heard that scream before. So, but what I got to say to him is nothing. He's gonna think whatever he wants about me.
Are you sorry for hurting him?
Yeah, but he can hate me all he wants. It doesn't matter anymore.
During the questioning, Sky said he felt sorry for what he did, and that's why he stopped shooting and gave up. He mentioned he spared a girl's life, which hinted he might feel bad about what he was doing. When Sky was asked about the 17-year-old who got hurt, Sky said he didn't mean to hurt him, but he didn't seem to care much about the pain the victim went through. His attitude showed he didn't really care how the victim felt about him. This shows how emotionless and detached he was from the harm he caused, which is really scary. But wait, there was more to this case.
996.
996, 996 Marin, I think it was a signal 35. If you could send me signal 55, C hallway. Hey, lock this school down.
Sierra 26 26 on C hall.
Who was it?
Abused at all or anything? Would it be physical or emotional?
I was just around mental illness my whole life, but I wasn't hit or anything. It was probably just neglect a lot.
So you're on mental illness?
I'm not mentally. I'm more of a.
I'm just saying, were you around?
Yes, a lot of bipolar, schizophrenic people in my family that are violent and scream pretty much on a daily basis.
Sky further revealed that he has been around mental illness his whole life, but wasn't physically or mentally abused. Even though he says he's not mentally ill himself, growing up around all that chaos couldn't have been easy. It makes you wonder how much that messed with his head and maybe influenced what he did. It's a reminder of how important it is to have a stable and supportive family, and how tough it can be for someone when they don't have that. But still, that doesn't justify his actions.
Just taking this west stairwell.
10611 10,611.
Doug, stand behind me. I got in here. What? Stand behind me. Yo.
Sky Bush was sentenced to 30 years in prison, plus 30 years of probation by a judge after his trial. He faced various charges connected to the shooting at Ocala Forest High School. These charges included firing a gun at school, having a short barrel gun, and breaking into a building with a gun. Additionally, Bush was accused of terrorism, threatening with a gun, and having a gun at school. YouTube algorithm thinks you will like this video the best.